right, and welcome to these moments. I'm sure as you are journeying the journey of living life, you are finding yourself in these moments, obviously, browsing, how do you label it, on the internet, and here we are together. They call me Malachite Soul, and I am very pleased to be with your energetic and that which you express in these moments. I wanted to take a moment and simply dialogue with you about that which I have been expressing these last many months as I have spoken to a group of souls like yourself. Simply, it starts and ends with the word in your language, English, called careless. And of course, the way it is in human terminology now, they call it careless. And there's always a sense of dutifully having been incorrect or not doing the deed or the action with appropriate focus, etc., etc. And so there is some sort of incident, or how you humans label, an accident. And therefore, the word careless. He, she, it was careless. And there's all sorts of machinations and projections therein. Simply, I invite you to reframe and look at this word in a much more powerful focus of literally honoring, and how do you humans label it? Being loving, and simply careless. And what that would look like, so you can grasp here what I'm offering to your humanity, your ego in this moment, it would be, imagine you're in a dialogue or a situation is occurring and your ego doesn't like what's happening. You become opinionated. You become resistant to what's taking place in the moment. And you all know what I'm talking about. I'm sure it happens quite often where you get an opinion, you have a point of view, blah, blah, blah. The point I'm offering to you is, hey, careless. What that would look like is simply that you allow the situation to be as it is. Your input, your output, your participation is happening. You don't have to add or subtract. You simply care less about the interaction. Now you might say, well, that goes against what I am. I'm very passionate. I'm very dramatic. I love being a part of the intensity. Well, that's appropriate. You're not the only creature. You're not the only species. You're not the only planet in the solar system that gets to participate dramatically, intensely with what's happening. It is caught in a sea of action and reaction, events, if you will. I am speaking to you then in a way that would invite consciously you to just watch. Just be vigilant in the awareness that your participation as it is perfect. If you needed to change something, it would already be happening. You wouldn't be thinking about it. Most of the time, reaction is going through the channels of the mind. If you are truly guided in that moment, and your participation is unfolding as it will, you would naturally be all-inclusive in the moment. It would be unfolding. You wouldn't have to think about it. It would just be taking place. Right, wrong, good, bad, indifferent, however you humans want to label it. And what I would offer to you is that sometimes just simply keeping your focus and allowing it to unfold. Unless you're being called to act in that moment. Just care less. Just allow it to happen. You're always participating. Just in these moments, maybe you're not going to be participating through your ego's decision, through what you believe is appropriate, what should, could, has to happen. In other words, beloved, let it be. Let allowance take over. Doesn't mean you're an old softy. Well, nothing wrong with that either. Doesn't mean that you have to suppress. This is a natural state of being. These are very articulated times, souls, if you hadn't noticed. Everything, everywhere, always. It's an always-on situation now with the advent of technology at the scope it is exposing. Whoa, you, I'm sure, have heard throughout the airwaves of how humanity is beginning to notice, in whatever country you find yourself in, that it's watching. It's always been watching since the advent of said technologies. The difference is now you're realizing that you're being watched. So what? Careless. You know, beloveds, there is a thought here that you are always in the beauteous aspect of your manifestation. You are always naked in the eyes of the creatrix. You are always exposed. The illusion is that you are hiding. You're closing yourself off, believing you can't be seen, felt, and that couldn't be farther from what is the truth. And I invite you, especially in these most articulated times of stress, pressures, it's coming to a head. There's been some relief, and yet these last few months have been very, very intense and focused on bringing to your attention all and everything. Allow yourself then, simply breathe, breathe, breathe. Take a moment. Life is happening, whether you are aware of it or not. It is always happening through you, around you, with you, by you, for you, to you. And you are, of course, the center of your reality. Shared, of course, by 8 billion strong in your species, I believe the count is. And, of course, all the other quadrillion species that you journey with in physical manifestation. On this planet, simply alone. So, why am I asking you to care less? Just to proffer up a different way of looking through your eyes, of realizing you are a part of all things. Allow it to be as it is. If you're drawn or called into action, you'll be called into action. You'll know. This is not a question or a statement. This is so. And what you'll find is that in your daily experience, you will relax more. That sense of dread or intense overwhelmedness that you've maybe been experiencing of late will simply ease. Why? Not because you're careless, not because you're unloving, but simply you care less. And by simply allowing yourself to advance that awareness in your mind, you find yourself participating with greater simplicity, greater directness, greater ease, and allowing life to flow through you and participate with integriousness, honor, and and you would probably appreciate what's taking place in your reality. So, blessings upon your soul. It is always an honor and a pleasure to be with that which is willing to reveal itself. And so, care less, beloved. Allow yourself to look through eyes that are not exhausted and weary, trying to fight your way through this reality and the machinations therein. Your humanness is undergoing, more changes than you can contemplate. Yes, you can feel it, can't you? Even as you sleep. So, welcome to these moments. I hear if you are in the northern or southern hemisphere, wherever you find yourself, it is the day of the longest day in the northern hemisphere, and of course the southern hemisphere would have the shortest day. And depending upon the pitch and roll you find yourself in, simply allow it to flow through you with ease by acquiring care less. Blessings. Bye for now. Yes.